the government's intent behind the new deal that you have announced for education. What really is the government's target here? Because post the budget, there have been several statements. For example, one which said that it's not mandatory for the companies to do so, we will nudge them. The other is 15,000 but in 3 installments. So there are questions. Earlier on, we had people from corporate India also ask this. And what is therefore the crux of the strategy behind the new education focus in the budget?
Thank you very much. Now, there are 7 pieces here, and 5 of them are under PM's skilling package, skilling and employment package. I'll start with the 5th scheme, which you mentioned it, the internship in top 500 companies. If you say what it is, yes, it is voluntary for the companies to come in, is to give an exposure to the young people that what a successful business environment is. To raise the aspiration level, if somebody sees another person working in a successful environment, immediately the question comes in the mind, why I can't be like other person? Some of them, all of them as expected during the internship, will also learn hugely. So the idea there is, raise their ambition level, give them an exposure, and most of the cost is picked up by the government. Almost 85% of the cost gets picked up by the government. That's first piece. Second is a more structured one. In government institutions, industrial training institutes, ITIs, in a very strong partnership with the state governments, industry, and Government of India, I will put it that manner that the scheme has to be run by state governments, or rather the second driver to that scheme has to be the industry associations. Government of India is more of a facilitator. There's a big piece there. Then there are 3 schemes, which is supporting hiring of people, first timers under 2 schemes and 1 in any sector, and as a side story giving a fillip for the manufacturing sector. So they are the 3 direct employment oriented schemes. Then there are 2 other pieces. One, on the skilling side, somebody wants to take a small loan up to 7.5 lakh rupees. There's a scheme on a skilling loan. Then those who want to study higher education but in domestic institutions, up to 10 lakh rupees, there's interest subvention coming. So these are the 7 pieces around employment, skilling, and of course, is a wider range of other associated matters.
Okay, Saurabh, before you come in, one quick follow-up with you, Mr. Seth. How much of the informal jobs that exist, because roughly 80% of the jobs are informal in India, into formal sector as a consequence of all these initiatives put together? Is there a number that you can share with all our viewers and the audience here?
So when we look at that number, what we call is a formal, informal, let's put it this manner, is a simpler one, that anybody who is a subscriber to EPFO and paying a regular contribution, I'll treat it as a formal sector. It's not a large company, large corporate. Our MSMEs do employ a large number of people. What those numbers are? Every month, about 10 lakh people join EPFO. Some leave, some join back. Now, if you look at what those numbers are, in a year, roughly about 1.2 crore people add to the EPFO year after year. There's a data about the last 3 years. So what is the net addition? It's about 10 lakh per month. That's what number I will put it.